Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Rababiah from the Chicago camp coming at you with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, War is Coming to Babylon, America. I saw this clip where it was talking about that Russia's not playing, man. I mean, things are getting really heated between them and America. So, here we are. The people that are in power are the wicked, and the more and more you study the scriptures, the more and more it becomes evident that, the people that are in power, when I talk about the people, I'm talking about Esau, the elite, they're destroying the earth. And it's going to be a big war between the America and Russia. That's what the Lord put them here to do. Let me go to Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. It says, Then went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat therein to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So this is what everything refers back to. It goes back to when you're dealing with, so-called white man. He knows that his time here is short. So everything he does, he wants to flex this sword, because he's the wicked. The scriptures talk about that. Let me get one more out. Let me go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So the soul of this man is not upright, meaning that this man has got a crooked soul. He's the wicked, and everything he does is for his own gain, Nothing is to help anyone. Everything is for him and his own gain. Let me go ahead and play this. Check this out. We're getting very close.
Has issued a warning to the United States, claiming its nuclear doctrine remains in effect. This is just days after Trump announced that America and NATO would supply advanced weapons to Ukraine. When Russia talk about their nuclear doctrine remaining in effect, what does that mean? And is this a threat that Trump and indeed NATO should take seriously?
Well, Putin has made this same threat repeatedly during his war against Ukraine. And the Russian nuclear doctrine says if there's an existential threat to Russia by armed attack, whether it's conventional or nuclear, then they may use nuclear weapons. And it also says if a nuclear-armed partner joins someone they're in conflict with, then they have a think about the role of nuclear weapons. I think this is really a signal from Putin that he's worried by the renewed American supply of weaponry to Ukraine. And I think anything that...
that this man is the wicked, and the Bible actually shows you or talks about how everything he does is defrauding and it's just lies. Let's go there. Let's go to Sirach chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 4. Listen to this. It says, He that gather by defrauding his own soul gather for others, that shall not spend their goods righteously. It says, He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He should not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and that is a recompense of his wickedness. Verse 7, this is the point. It says, If he doeth good, he doeth unwillingly, and at last he will declare his wickedness. An envious man has a wicked eye, and he turneth away his face, and despiseth men. Verse 9, it says, A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his own portion. This is Esau right here. He's never satisfied with his own. He wants everything. He wants to take it all. It says, And the iniquity of the wicked dries up his soul. Verse 10, it says, A wicked man's eye envieth his bread, and is a niggard at the table. So this is Esau. This is, I think the word niggard, if I remember, means stingy. He's just grasping and at the table. He's all about himself. So anyway, let me go ahead and finish playing this. Check this out.
It puts pressure on Putin is a good thing.
Well, there's certainly a lot happening. Russia has issued a warning to the...
That was the end of that. But I thought that was an interesting clip of what's going on with America. America's most of their problem is that they have evil practices with the other nations, and they're sick of it. Sirach chapter 10 verse 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So this is what's going to happen. Because of their unfair practices, because of these other countries getting mad at them, they're getting tired of their chaos and their wickedness that they spread all over earth. They're going to wipe these people off the map. You know what? Let's go to that. Let's go to Obadiah chapter 1, verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. So these men that they sat at the table and they made agreements with, they're now against them. It says, they that ate thy bread have laid a wound under thee. That means they laid a trap for him. And there is no understanding in him. So all of these men, all of these countries that were once America made wealthy and befriend America, or aka Babylon, are now against it because of their unfair practices and riches got by deceit. You know, so these countries are going to band together, and eventually the Bible says they're going to wipe them off the map, you know? So that's where we headed. That's what all this is all about. That's why they know that they have a short time. They know that these countries are banding together, so now they have to get forth their new world order. And that's what this war is all about, because they're trying to stay in power and enslave the earth. Just straight wickedness. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Citations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.